Quiet, please. Play.
After a couple of days of unsettled weather down at SW19, the sun was out for the final day of week one as the race to secure a fourth round spot on the grass of the All England club reached its crescendo. Fernando Verdasco was the first of the men to wrap things up on Middle Saturday. He sailed through his match with Latvian Ernest Gulbis. His fourth round opponent will be Kenny de Schepper, who spectacularly dismantled the number 22 seed Juan 6-4, 7-6, 6-4. If you thought he was happy, then take a look at Lucas Kubot, who despite calling for a trainer late on in his match against Adrian Manarino, was dancing for joy after winning in straight sets over on court 18. Andy Murray learned who his fourth round opponent would be after Mikhail Yuzhny beat Serb Viktor Troitsky. The Russian took just 22 minutes to wrap up the first set, and from there never really looked back. 6-3, 6-4, 7-5 it finished. The disappointment of the day came on court 18, where surprise package Igor Sijling limped out of the championships after retiring hurt from his match against Ivan Dodic. The 25-year-old was already 2 sets down with just 46 minutes on the clock when he was forced to call it a day. That's now 2 walkovers for Dodic in the space of 2 matches here. He'll now face David Ferrer, who was pushed to 5 sets against the Ukrainian number 26, Alexander Dolgopolov. The Spaniard had to twice come from behind to keep his name in the hat for the second week, but how much that 3-hour, 12-minute match will have taken out of him, only time will tell. 6-7, 7-6, 2-6, 6-1, 6-2 it finished. In the fourth round for the third consecutive year, Juan Martín del Potro is still yet to drop a set at the championships. His demolition job of Gregor Zemlya means he'll now face Andreas Seppi, who for the 7th consecutive time has won a match when taken to 5 sets. What a rollercoaster couple of years it's been for Germany's Tommy Haas. The 35-year-old picked up an injury in 2011 which saw him slide out of the top 100, and he needed a wildcard entry to get into the main draw last year. Now number 13 in the world, he's never looked better, and despite suffering an early scare after dropping the first set to Feliciano Lopez, he fought back to win in 4 and book his place in the fourth round. Things are about to get a lot tougher though, as he faces the man that today put in the performance of the championships so far. Novak Djokovic completely destroyed Jeremy Chardet, dropping only 6 points on his service game and making just 3 unforced errors in the whole match. No wonder then that this one was wrapped up in just 1 hour and 26 minutes. 6-3, 6-2, 6-2. The Aussie contingency were out in force to witness their man Bernard Tomic stun Richard Gasquet and make the last 16 in what was the youngster's centre court debut. His 7-6, 5-7, 7-5, 7-6 win sets up a fourth round clash with Thomas Burdick, who also took 4 sets to see off South Africa's Kevin Anderson. In the ladies' draw, Petra Kvitova pulled herself back from the brink, fighting back from 2-1 down in the third set to secure her place in the last 16. While it was business as usual for Serena Williams, who sent the oldest female player to ever reach the third round of the championships, 42-year-old Kamiko Date-Krum, packing in straight sets. This looked like a mismatch from the off, with the American at times serving some 40 miles an hour faster than her opponent. The ending then was as predictable as the scoreline. 6-2, 6-love it finished. She'll now play Sabine Lisicki, who had to fight back from a set down against Australian Samantha Stosur. The German proved too powerful though for the number 13 seed, who has never made it to the second week in 11 attempts. China's Li Na was just 1 game away from going out in the third round against Klara Zakopalova. The 31-year-old made the Czech pay for winning the opening set, grabbing the second to love. But she had to break the world number 43 at 6-5 down before eventually going on to win it 8-6. Also safely through is Italian Roberta Vinci. The number 11 seed dispatched the 2011 Wimbledon quarter-finalist Dominika Sibylkova 6-1, 6-4. Laura Robson appeared to be on the way out after putting in a toothless display in her opening set against Marina Arakovic. But after breaking the New Zealander 5-4 down in the second, the momentum swung in the direction of the 19-year-old. Wrapping up the set 7-5, she then dominated the closing proceedings, winning the last 6-3. She becomes the first Brit since Sam Smith 15 years ago to make the second week of the championships. Her opponent in the fourth round is Estonian Kai Kanepi, who made short work of Alison Risk 6-2, 6-3. Fourth seed Agnieszka Radwanska held off American teenager Madison Keys in 3 sets. Radwanska, who lost to Serena Williams in last year's final, needed 5 match points before sealing the victory, with Keys sending a return wide. The Pole has now reached the 4th round for the 6th time in 8 appearances at the All England Club. Her next hurdle comes in the shape of Svetlana Pironkova, who won her match against Petra Martic 6-1, 4-6, 6-2. What a ride Monica Puig's been on. The Puerto Rican 19-year-old is in her first grass tournament as a professional and has just made her way into the second week with a 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 win over Eva Bernarova of the Czech Republic. She'll play Sloane Stephens, the last of the ladies to make it through. So that's 1 week down, 1 to go. But just who reigns supreme come next weekend? Make sure you join us to find out.